and then I went to Crestwood, and then
Say hi to everybody. Check. Looking back, as a child, I found it difficult to understand my surroundings. I lived in the city for 19 years. I'm almost 23 now, and I've been living on my own ever since 2019. During those 5 years, I've lost friends, lost vision, and even almost lost my life. I've gained insight on what I need to focus on. This insight only came with questions, so I did what I always do. I went home is where the heart is.
Delicious, good food, good clothes. Mom and I killed the dressing.
I had a lot of Auntie's ham.
Yeah, for sure. The ham and the dressing are my favorites. Mashed potatoes were fire.
I'm aware of your racial difference.
So I think this is a two-part answer. I think I became aware of it, I'll say socially, first or second grade, in terms of I look different than other people. I'm darker than this person. That person is lighter than me. That person is darker than me. But that was sort of where it stopped, say first, second, third grade. Just the fact that I was different. Growing up, my parents were very clear. You are black, they are white, they are Asian, they are Hispanic. But that was it. You know, we just look different. Food's a little different, maybe accents are different, what have you. When did I notice it as far as societal differences in how you're treated? About the 5th grade. There was a situation where me, my dad, and my little brother went to this Chinese restaurant that we loved called Genghis Khan, and we went there all the time. And this one night we came out and a car was slowly cruising by, probably high school, maybe early college age. White dudes rolled down the window and just screamed niggers at us. First time hearing the word, had read about slavery, Jim Crow, segregation, things of the like. So at this point, I'm aware of the civil rights movement, of racism and things, but first time hearing it live in person from another person. I'll be honest, it didn't hit me all that hard when it happened because it's the first time and I just didn't understand why these random folks were yelling at us. But going to school and then sharing that story with teachers and classmates, and the way it was so viscerally rejected really opened my eyes, and I was like, oh, this is really, really different. And we are responded and reacted to different than other people.
When you mock or belittle us, you enforce an existing system.
Racist imagery is not new to my family. I recognize that. Growing up black meant that I would be recognizable to the world in certain ways. Maybe a killer, or a drug dealer, or a famous athlete. Surviving these expectations, I remember authority playing a very important role.
Yes. So speaking from child, man, as a child, I absolutely saw them as useful. I would say all authority, mainly because of how I was raised. Fairly liberal politically, but fairly conservative religiously. And so you're taught, and I think especially in black households, that you listen to authority. If somebody's older than you, they are right, they know more than you, and you follow directions. As somebody who hated being in trouble, I followed that to a T. And yeah, as a child, I saw pretty much all authority as right. Respected everybody, but they didn't have to earn, I guess, my loyalty or my obedience, so to speak. If you were older than me, you told me something, I did it. In hindsight and growing up, no, I don't think all of them are useful. All leaders, all adults are biased and have their values and ideals built through the experiences that they have. And so that definitely taints some of their instructions, even if it comes from good intent. But I would say as a child, I absolutely saw it as useful. Growing up, maybe not so much.
Along with stereotypes, the media lacks inclusion.
In 2016, the nominations came out, and again, there were no people of color in any of the acting categories.
The media represent your community well.
Do I think the media represents my community well? I'm probably in the minority on this. Always have been, but I do, especially now. I just think there is so much media out today that I think the layers and different sides and faces of blackness are represented equally. Not quite. In mainstream, no, I wouldn't think so. But I even just think to the content creators on TikTok and YouTube and social media, from, you know, RDC, Desi Banks, Berlin, your boy Roshi. Like, I just think there's so much for black youth, especially today, to see themselves somewhere. Again, is it mainstream? Is it what's pushed by corporations? No. But I do think we're at the point now where what we consume is so much within our power and our grasp. It doesn't have to be TV. It doesn't have to be the news. Whatever it is you're looking for, you can find it. So I do. Is that different from when I was growing up? Absolutely. I think there wasn't as much control for us. It was on cable TV. It was on the news. It was what your teachers put in the classrooms. It was what your parents took you to or taught you. That's sort of the media you consumed. But we're at the point now where, shoot, Michael and I's 8-year-old nephew has had a cell phone since he was 3 or 4 and has had access to YouTube and all of this. And so I think as a black person, there is somebody just like you out there as a content creator somewhere. And I just think they're there. And I think that's one of the great powers and benefits to it. So I'll say in totality, yes. For mainstream, not quite. What is positive black media? Positive black media is media created by black content creators that is unapologetically authentic, period. Anything that is authentically themselves about the creator excluding any morality issues, obviously, anything like that, I guess. But positive black media is media created by black folks that is unapologetically authentic in themselves, and anything that shows what it means to be black. And there are, I think, infinite possibilities and results of that. We are not a monolith. We are not all the same. The only thing we have in common is that we are human and we share the black experiences, but there are infinite possibilities as far as what that looks like. So any glimpse into that is uplifting, empowering, and encouraging other black folks to be unapologetically themselves is positive black media.
And I agree with my brother. We are a community of creators. We seek ingenuity and free-thinking ideas. Black media has not only inspired me since the day I was born, but it has given me insight on what I need to focus on. Our struggle.
The network does not want to see Negroes on television unless they are buffoons.
Block what? Pipe to dump the bag and shoot up. Get back on me. Just make sure you had that chetty right. Skid it. When it ain't no pots in the kitchen, the pot whip it, cook that dope in the skillet, 4 in the midget, push and blow in the blizzard. Need them kilograms, ain't really concerned with the difference, just for my personal interest, long as the work ain't no difference.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Just make sure you have a check right.